And this is not the first time it will happen or might happen. The end of days came before to this world.
Yes, the world will be purified by hellfire and brimstone.
That sounds wonderful.
For a moment, like he stops talking, and then you feel in your, like, not really a pain, but something tugging your mind, and then you see pictures flying before your head, and with your instinct you know and see that deep underground, like deep below any underground races have lived, deep below any prisons of dangerous creatures, they are remnants. They are deep covered remnants, almost completely destroyed, of cities, villages from thousands years ago. Well, sorry if this sounds like a ripoff from Mass Effect and Reapers, but that was one of my inspirations with the cycles.
I rub my head in pain from the pure trauma and stress from my visions.
I mean, as I said, that's not really a pain, it's just influx of memories and pictures going into your head. And what's interesting, one of them, the building is like almost non-existent. It's like a part of the wall that's left deep in the ground, but there's a sign on this wall that probably was meant, for identification, and somehow you feel that this sign looks and is very similar to the sign of Eternal Wanderers Guild.
Huh.
And he says, well, with those pictures and memories, how old do you really think this world is?
Very old. Too old. Ouch.
He looks at Genkiro and Keeper says, I'm sorry. I tried to be as gentle as possible with the memory transfer.
Oh, good. So, the Wanderers have obviously been around longer than I imagined.
Most of the things have been longer here. First Guildmaster of the Wanderers thought she believed that she was the first one to create that guild, but as with your nemesis Genkiro, some groups they are like ideals, like everyone's in the generations they come and go.
And frankly, with these sort of extra planar people, time, at least human lifetimes, is fairly meaningless often.
Yes,
they can go for a long time.
That's true, Lysander. For gods, the passing millennia are not millennia. Weeks and months are just like a pit stop for them. Just a blink of their eyes. But apart from that, there was just one thing that I wanted to convey to you. As a matter of, I really wouldn't call it a friendship, but I've myself somewhat become tired of this gods' ignorance and their pettiness and all the bad things they they represent.
Okay.
You might find that there are some beings and gods that are worthy their worship, but the ones that keep watch over this world are not. That's what I've learned over the eons that I watch this world. Yes, basically my warning comes to this. Before the gods will intervene, you've already found one of the gates. They will use them. Dragons will also awaken. Other god spawn creatures might also strike. And whatever power you have, I believe that apart from, well, what I saw, apart from one safe haven, that might be the Dragon Island, the rest of the world will just not disappear, but life will be cleansed once again and a new cycle will begin.
No, it won't.
That
We're
seems
not
painful.
going out. We're not going out like that.
We're going out on our terms, in our time.
I admire your will of fight, but believe me, when gods will truly feel that the tree has connected your world to the rest of the multiverse, they will strike. They will hold that. They will stop at nothing to cleanse the life of this plane. You might. Well, that was my warning. I will not decide what do you need to do.
Well, no, you've got a point. I mean, if what you're saying is true, we're doomed anyway, so we may as well go down with glory. And if there is a chance, we may as well fight it out with glory.
If
Oh,
by winning,
Either that or third option, get to some other plane and run away.
Ednith would have been giving you thumbs up until you said run away.
Well, it looks like the options, and frankly, I have people I love here, and I'm not that sure that would be much of a victory for me to save my own skin at the expense of everyone I've ever known, present company accepted.
I will tell only this: in the direct fight, no matter how powerful you are, there's no future that I see that you will able to win in direct fight. But if by winning you will consider surviving and helping others survive, gathering them in the safe haven, safe place, then you have a chance for that.
That sounds good.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's another ripoff from Mass Effect. Basically, he's saying that you have a chance to do what Proteans tried to do when Reapers have come.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have to, unless everybody else gets the references. It doesn't matter where you get your story from, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and especially for those of us who don't know, it sounds original to me.
Yes. If you survive, there is a chance that. Well, let me tell you this. But apart from that, I am not privy of the secrets or dissolving them to you, no matter how strong and good you are. There is a reason why other gods did not intervene and did not answer the calls of the oppressed of this world. But if you manage to survive this cycle and go out to other planes and deliver the message, spread the word, there's a huge chance that it will prevent another cycle from ever happening.
That sounds like a plan then, ladies and gentlemen.
Jai just appears floating in space.
Well, he'd probably just come out the
Next to
door.
us.
He took ages to get ready.
Pretty much. I'm sorry, I had to put on my makeup. What did I miss?
Oh, not. Never mind. Just carry on listening.
Good.
Yeah, like in character, Jai was here along with guys, but after we finish talking, I will give you, or players will give you a short what happened. And basically right now you are standing probably in dreamscape in space. There's a lot of stars around you, and before you there's the keeper guy, the crow father.
Okay.
Sup?
So,
Fuck's sake. And yeah, sorry, for a moment I just got distracted and my train of thought was lost. No, dear God, Keeper is
The
not
elephants.
Keeper is not a fucking star child.
Star Spawn?
oh god,
Cthulhu?
no.
Nah, he is my homebrew, completely different being that. Yeah.
I tried to shoot the keeper. Boom, boom.
Yeah, as you reach for your weapon, you suddenly realize that you do not have weapons on you. Dreams?
So my teeth are gone.
Yeah, like you are in your human form.
Okay, cool.
So wait, yeah, sorry, but I really lost the train of thought. Like, what was he saying? Like, he gave you like information, what might happen, what will happen, what you might possibly do to maybe not prevent that, but help others survive.
So,
I believe that is it regarding my warning. Unless you have anything else to ask now. I believe we might not have a chance to meet very
yes,
soon.
yeah. What was the spider guy's name? I completely forgot about that.
What spider guy?
The eight-legged spiders. I completely forgot their name.
The
Riders?
Phantom Troop.
The Phantom Troop. Yeah, the
Phantom
Phantom
Troop.
Troop. How in the world has the Phantom Troop survived all these cleansings?
They are not the same. As I said, there's the name of the group comes and goes. The people in the group are changing. There are in every like several hundred years there's a new generation of deranged criminals, the worst kind of beings that are imprisonment here on this world, that by some reason, by strings of fate, they gather together, and then they sometimes they try to take over and rule, sometimes they try to destroy, and most of the times they try to escape.
What about that Dark Moth guy?
Ah, him, yes.
Excuse me, what guy?
The guy who stole the book.
Grave Moss.
Ramos.
Yes, he was one of the recent additions to this plane. The beings from other faraway place, other universe, were not able to kill him. So as a last effort, they sent him here, along with this wretched book. If you fear him, never mind. You will do with him whatever you wish to do. Whatever you will
Right.
decide. I will not.
We beat him.
If gods couldn't beat him, I doubt we'd have much of a chance. But there's always the chance.
What is the
Yeah,
god
no,
for
no.
that?
Like weak gods that sent him here.
That's reasonable, but do you gonna wanna bet your life on it?
Nope.
Good enough.
Oh yes, but that's a different story.
Yeah, like Asgardians, I'm thinking more of the Asgardians from Marvel Cinematic Universe, where they were nerfed so fucking hard compared to the comics, and
Mhm. So, pretty weak gods. Level 10 adventurers, pretty much.
maybe not 10, but
Totally beat up Thor.
Oh god,
Nah,
Thor's
that-
hammer, that'd be awesome.
like Marvel
The
Cinematic
elevator is worthy.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, like it's completely different mechanic. If we like, yeah, there is a fan system Marvel Heroic RPG when you can play Thor, but that's completely different mechanic. But anyways, that's different thing.
Oh, Keeper, one last thing before you go.
Yes, Lysander,
Oh.
Anopheles.
As Marius is an eternal wanderer, isn't he?
Yep. Oh wait, is Marius? No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Oh wait.
Thank
he
you.
is?
I just wanted to confirm it. Okay, we will prepare, as far as I know.
Did we know that he was?
No, we
I
did.
guessed.
The existence of, I will tell you this, no matter what are his methods, one of his reasons that he does what he does is that he, well, I won't tell you which cycle, but he witnessed and survived one of the cycles of destruction of rebirth, and he had enough.
Yeah.
Who hasn't?
I bet.
Yeah,
But thank you, Keeper.
basically he went full Knight Templar, I had enough with this bullshit. And justifies the means, but that's out of character. Okay, and yeah, the keeper, as you say, thank you. Then he also gives a small nod. We might see each other in far future, maybe not. Who knows? Still, I will wish you good luck in your endeavors.
Thank you. Good luck yourself, Keeper. We will meet again.
And with
We
that
will.
words, he disappears, and then you snap your eyes open and you wake up in the morning in your towers.
Feeling like P. Diddy?
Feeling rather well.
I go to the planning room to wait for everybody else. Whether or
Kinda
not they show
saunter
up is
over there.
another matter entirely, but
Like, why would I expect you to be in the planning room? Like everybody else has, you stand alone in the planning room while everybody else discusses the dream in some other place.
I actually think I saunter over to the basically where I would always be to control the giant freaking castle.
Yeah.
we just had a communal dream. I'm sure someone would want to talk about it,
Yeah, but why would we go to the planning room?
because that's where we talk about things.
I mean, just as you go from your quarters, just to streamline this, because otherwise it will take too long. Somehow, after several minutes and going around preparing some food, probably you meet whatever place you want. You just meet together. There might be even like one or two people from other parties, like probably Chuck and Ramus are up at this point, and they also meet with you like morning.
Who the
Morning.
fuck was that guy?
Yeah.
That's some guy we met earlier. He kind of does that thing.
You guys know some really weird people.
Like Ramus and Jack like look at you and they are each arches an eyebrow. Pardon,
Some
pardon,
crow-looking guy.
pardon us from intruding. Which crow? And they look at each other, then look at you. Yes. We also meet the keeper at one point or another.
Spouting some stuff about the end of the world and everybody's gonna die and all that kind of stuff.
Once again, they look at each other. They look at you. Yes, we had the same talk several nights back.
Something about a giant tree pissing off the gods.
Yes, and if Yggdrasil.
Yep.
That's the tree that at this point everybody
Yeah.
in the kingdom and then around the world knows about. Maybe not around the world, but more every traveler that's worth something, he knows that's.
Yeah.
And of course all of the fucking druids, because they feel suddenly a large influx of natural energy that's like a supernova for them.
So basically a nightlight for druids.
Yes, something like that.
Hmm.
That's a true thing.
Or whatever it's called, those kind of lamps that flies.
Yeah.
So if you guys have spoken with keepers before, do they generally tend to be correct with their doomsday prophecies?
Yes, and even if not, it will be a shot in the dark. But I believe that you also ask him about Asmarius.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Some weird mage guy, I think. Heard of him.
Yes, so even if you don't believe him, then Asmarius is a living proof that the cycle will happen again.
No, isn't he more of a living proof that the cycle has happened?
This and that.
Well, so you have any plans to stop this horrible evil thing?
Well, for once, we delayed the awakening of Neviv.
Mm.
Yeah. We need to hunt down nightmares, stop the dragons, and then maybe go look for aid from the good dragons in Dragon Island.
Wasn't there also a star one of those Cthulhu star
Yeah,
thingies
that was
we had to
rampaging
down?
around.
Star spawns, 3 of them are still in the soul of the fortress in the castle.
One is running around killing things.
Yeah, I was just about to say, shouldn't we at least clean up our own messes as well?
Our own messes are worse than the
Surprisingly
rest.
enough, you do not hear any rumors about completely terrifying creature that goes around and kills stuff. It's like
Mostly because it kills everyone who tries to get the message
went
to other
completely
people.
underground.
Mm.
Unless you know where it is, we have nowhere to start looking.
Fair enough.
Well, they look at each other again and at the party. I believe our guild master Varian already got the message, and not today, not tomorrow, not in a few weeks' time, but he's preparing something and he will send a request to all surviving guild members to meet in the underground of our guild, guild headquarters. And she just says, we don't want to spoil a surprise, but at least in my case, and there's a reason. No, wait, because oh shit, at this point. Okay, so we will take another spin at it, because I completely forgot that at this point only Genkiro knows the truth that Ramis and the other girls are immortal.
Yeah.
I have my suspicions, I suppose, but I don't know for sure.
I mean, you have suspicions about the Aussie, Lemmy, and these guys because they haven't aged a day. But there's a difference between being ageless, like not aging, and being truly immortal, like eternal. Yeah, so if you also had a talk with the keeper and there's like upcoming meeting with Varion, like you will get the message when it will happen, if it would happen, but I believe it will. I believe, and Ramis looks at Genkiro, we might as well spill the beans about this particular little secret.
Hey, it's your secret.
Yes. So, well, let me tell you this, that there is a reason why in the name of our guild there is like eternal. Does anybody react to that or just like protesting?
Go on.
Like, go on, like...
Okay. Well, I believe it will be the simplest if we just demonstrate. And she like
You have to. It's creepy.
I will have to if you don't believe me, but Genki already saw that. Basically, without jumping around the subject, we
Can I test it out, looking suspiciously at Lenny and the guys, like fingering my gun? No, maybe not.
Can't
Without-
also do it instead.
without jumping around the subject. By one reason or another, me and my party, the other girls, and also the party of Jack, and so probably several others that I haven't heard from a long time. Meaning out of character, DM didn't prepare names and do not have idea what they might be yet. We are basically immortal.
Yeah, we gathered that, didn't we? And this is
Not really.
actually, well, no, but as you say about eternal and wanderers.
Okay,
means-
yeah, I will buy that. Like Lysander, he's intelligent enough so that he might understand. Like, yeah, eternal, yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah, so is Ati. I suppose.
That sounds certainly interesting.
Okay, what's your intelligence?
Let me check.
And they
Just
18.
dwarves, so it's like 7.
and
It's
they
18, you bastard.
so they give like a small smile, both Jack and Ramus. Well, you are taking definitely better than I hoped for.
Mm.
We've
But
seen
then
a
I-
lot of crazy stuff recently.
Yes, people in our like adventurers like us, they tend to. And yeah, well, you can believe me on that the fight with the traders was rather deadly and it hurt like a bitch.
Not surprised.
Zach, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes, because
I'm trying to thread a needle so I can fix something.
because if you are wondering, yes, it still hurts when you die. Or if
Oh,
you
yeah.
are injured.
What a surprise.
Well,
Death is painful.
we've all died.
So I've heard.
Being dead, as far as
I
I
haven't.
didn't hurt that much. Being hit a lot before I died. Actually, the only time I've died.
I tend to find that getting hit a lot is mine and Ego's job.
True.
Indeed it is. And getting beaten, smashed, electrocuted, and okay, that's kind of pointless, and burnt.
Well, that's my job. It's just random nonsensical deaths.
Yeah, that's true enough.
I'm being shot at to death is mine.
You know what?
That's
Zach's
big
new
to do.
character is. We're gonna force him to name his new character because I know it's gonna happen. Leroy Jenkins.
Let's do it. Then DM, you should have like whenever he starts talking in the background, you should have Leroy Jenkins music. Like there's a remix for it.
I don't know if there is Leroy Jenkins music, but
There's a remix for it.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
really fun.
I'll just make a character that's good at rushing into battle and.
you already do that.
That's all your characters.
Yeah, basically, I feel like if Zach will make a character, is like, okay, so the rest of the party is talking, like Zach might be listening, but then as a DM I decide, no, he won't be listening, and suddenly in the background is like, alright, thumbs up, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Just charge somebody.
Yes.
Like roll a d20 in every
God, he just ran
conversation.
in.
Yes. Yeah, so as you like make a small banter and talk about this stuff about being immortal, the rest of the group, like the rest of the parties, like form up, gather around in one of the rooms. Some of them are eating something, and as you are talking with your like meeting with the keeper, they slowly like start making their own plans and decide that, well, fighting it all is one of possible means. We also believe like this is one of the reasons why Asmarius is putting so much resources in creating those walls around the borders of his kingdom to create another safe zone. But as we are pretty sure that the Dragon Island will survive. It will survive, and if people like if people will escape there, they will survive. That Tree of Yggdrasil will exist. There is no doubt about that. No amount of after this happened, there is not amount of power that gods can put that it will cut the tree down.
Oh.
Especially that in the months to come it will be even growing even larger and larger, opening new ways to different worlds. And basically, to streamline this,
Hang on, you guys, Lemmy.
yeah,
Didn't you say that they're trying to create a demon or bring back a demon who hates trees, who can kill trees?
nah, no, we didn't say that, not once.
I thought then you said that there was a.
Oh no! Someone summoned a demon that does that, and it was killed.
No, that this tree raiser, and he looks at Ramus, and Ramus responds, Tree raiser is the demon that cuts trees, but like normal ones. He's the one that deforests entire areas. He has not enough power to go against single large fucking tree.
He's pretty much a wood cutting machine.
Yeah, well, World 3 in Warcraft survived against what was his name?
Archimundi.
Yeah, the Archdemon, Archimond, and survived the fucking huge ass explosion from the fairies. So yeah, this might take a beating. So yeah, to streamline this, what they are saying that their plans is that they gather their stuff and they will begin like going around the world, and even though they think that if you're reading something, please mute, because that's
That is disgusting.
not
Everyone is.
disgusting, but it's derails my train of thought.
You get hungry?
No. When I'm speaking, I shouldn't hear any other sounds. That's the rule. When I'm speaking, other listens. And not disturb me. Yeah, so basically what they're saying that they will begin their process of going around the world and like start informing people, try to